I always say this, scared money don't make no money. Don't be just because, oh my gosh, she's launching, I gotta launch. No, this was my actual box and this is the box they sent me. Obviously this one is way better quality. You can find more things with this type of vendor.
I don't have the time to be giving out my time. Haters trying to dim my light because they know I'm about to shine. When they say I'm not hot, now you know you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're returning, you're a real one, and if you're new, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. Once you do subscribe, click on the bell right next to it so you can be notified every single time I post, okay? So in this video, we're going to be talking about how to find a vendor. But before we get into all of this, because I know like y'all be flooding my DMs with questions on how do you get your custom boxes and your bags and your tweezers, and sis, all of this is going to be answered in this video, all right? Y'all know I'll be dropping gems, but first and foremost, I want to thank you guys so much for 8,000 subscribers. Like, I had filmed a vlog which will probably be up before this or maybe after, I don't know, but I was like we're almost gonna hit 8,000, and we hit 8,000 literally right when I filmed the vlog. And it's really crazy on how fast our channel is growing. Thank you guys so much. You know that your girl be gone for a week and so sometimes, but I'ma always come through with the gems, and I'ma always come through for y'all. Thank you guys so much. Y'all keep me motivated, y'all keep me going. I was going through a time, I feel like it's this quarantine messing with my anxiety, but we back and we better, and launch date is to be announced. But I'm telling you, May's gonna be lit. All right, so actually these lashes I have right now are in the style Valor. Somebody actually came to my DMs and was like, Ada, Valor and Valor are two different, like, I guess you pronounce it different, but I want it to be Valor, but Valor in English is Valor. So Valor is different. Valor and Valor are two different things. Y'all know my ass is bilingual, but anyway, Valor. These are in the lashes Valor, okay? Look at these. These is lit. These is lit. And then I'm wearing my mom's lip gloss as well. Hold on. So this is just the sample one, of course, but I'm wearing it, and I'm telling you, out of all the lip glosses I have, this one is the best one, okay? And then, of course, here are my lash boxes, period, okay, holographic, okay, all right. So let's go ahead and get into how to find a vendor. I took down some notes. Make sure you have your notebook as always. You're always going to learn something. Maybe if you don't learn something, but at least I'm reminding you of what you need to do and things you need to know before you find a vendor, all right? So how to find a vendor. So before we get into it, I'm going to let you guys know, one and foremost, I'm not going to disclose my vendor. And hold on, these nails. So these nails are actually from She Me Her. I was actually sent these nails and they're popping. Y'all know it's quarantine season, so these are actually in her set. Black Butterfly. So, you know, support small businesses. This is free. Support is free. Go follow her page, go support her page, go purchase you some press-ons. You know, I'm feeling myself right now. All right, okay, all right. So there's two type of vendors. You need to know this just because I feel like when I was looking at videos like this, a lot of people didn't really explain that there's two type of vendors. So you know your girl is about to come through. So there's two type of vendors. One is a factory vendor. So factory vendors, they manufacture the products and can work with your budget, and their MOQ is higher. So basically they produce their lashes. This can go for anything you're wanting to find a vendor for, but since I sell lashes and things like that, that's what I'm going to be talking about. So for example, the factory lash vendor, they're actually going to produce the lashes, they're going to produce the lash boxes, they produce everything within the company, within their factory. Now there's another type of vendor that's a trading company. So these vendors, they do not manufacture, but they get their products from other companies. But not only that, they have a wider selection, so you can find more things with this type of vendor. So basically the price is going to be higher though, just because they grab items from different companies and then they're making a profit too. So that's why the price is higher, but their MOQ is lower. So yeah, there's factory vendors and then there's trading company vendors. So that kind of determines like which route do you want to go to. Do you want to go to the factory vendor? Of course, they're going to be cheaper, but you're not going to get so many varieties when it comes to customizing your lash boxes or whatever it is. And then of course, the trading company, you're going to get charged a little bit higher because they're making a profit. But again, you have a wider selection on customization when it comes to customizing your lash boxes and your custom bags and things like that. They have a bigger selection because they basically do the work for you, but they're charging you a little bit more and their MOQ is lower. So anyway, that's something that I feel like I didn't know, so I needed to help you guys and, you know, bring that to your attention. There's 2 different types of vendors, all right? So now that we have that out the way, we're going to talk about things that you should know, or things to know before you even go to look for a vendor. So things that you need to know is, number 1, your budget. Your budget is all part of your business plan. I talk about that in episode 1, but I'm kind of going to touch up on this a little bit more. So your budget, you need to know how much you want to spend before you go out here buying products. So you need to know your budget, and you need to know how much you're willing to invest into your brand. Again, it's your brand, it's your budget. Everything is you. This is your business plan. So that's number 1. Number 2, you need to already have your color, your logo, an idea of what you want. Okay, so you may not know how you want your lash boxes to look like, or you may not know how you want the clothing pieces, your custom clothing pieces to look like, but you need to have an idea. You need to have a sketch down. If you need to take inspiration from somebody, go ahead and do that. Have an idea and have something that you could show them, or, you know, sketch it up yourself. Get a graphic designer. You can always get a designer or whatever you want, but have an idea as to what you want. So, because yeah, the vendor can execute the idea, but if you don't know what you want, how are they supposed to even, like, I don't know. Some vendors customize and design boxes for you, but it's better for you to have your idea since it's your brand. So number 3, the next thing you need to have the app WhatsApp. Now, personally, before I even started like this journey and my entrepreneurship and my business, I already had a WhatsApp. All right, I'm Dominican, so basically that's how my family communicates. Some of my family live in Dominican Republic, so that's how my mom communicates with my family over there. Like, we literally, it's basically like ooVoo, if you know about ooVoo. ooVoo, Skype, Kik is kind of like basically an app where you could FaceTime your vendor, you could text your vendor, send voice messages and things like that. So WhatsApp makes it easier. It is free. Yes, you do have to use your personal number, but if you have a business phone or something, you can use that number. Personally, I use my personal number. Eventually, yeah, you can invest into a business phone, but if you're just starting out, you probably don't have a business phone. So you need WhatsApp to communicate with these vendors. Now, yeah, you can use Alibaba and Instagram as well and things like that, but it's just easier. WhatsApp is faster. You can see if they're online. So yeah, basically it's really fast. So you need the app WhatsApp. Go ahead and download that. Other things that you need to have are, you need a PayPal account. Now, you don't necessarily need one, but I definitely suggest one. Yeah, you can pay vendors through the Alibaba, and they be asking for like Western Union and stuff. I would generally stick to PayPal just because PayPal is secure. If they were to scam you, God forbid, but you could definitely try to get your money back with PayPal. I don't know about anything else. I use Alibaba, the payment through Alibaba and PayPal. Other payments do not use. Some girl actually DM'd me saying they asked for her bank account information. Don't do it. It's a scam. They're not going to ask you for your credit card information, none of that. Just your PayPal at most. Okay, that's just that for that one. Another thing you need is an Alibaba account. Now, a lot of people find vendors on AliExpress, what else, AliExpress, DHgate, and Alibaba, and what else, Instagram too. But personally, I've used Instagram and Alibaba. I can't talk about AliExpress and DHgate because I can't vouch for that because I never used that. Okay, so I've used Alibaba and Instagram. That's all I've used. So you definitely want to get those apps on your phone. They're actually websites too. If you have your laptop, go ahead and go on Alibaba.com. So those are things you need. So you need a WhatsApp, you need a PayPal account, and you need an Alibaba account or AliExpress or all of that. So the next thing you need to know are the type of lashes you want to sell. Okay, so there's many different types of lashes. All right, there's 25mm, 3D mink, Siberian mink. There's synthetic lashes. So some companies may specialize in 3D mink. Some companies may specialize in 25mm. Some companies. So it all depends on you. Okay, if you want to start off with many different types of lashes, like one of each, to see like, you know, what they like, what your customers like, or what they don't like, then do that. But you want to know the type of lashes. Like I said, vendors talk to hundreds to thousands of people a day. They don't have time to sit here and explain what's the difference between 25mm and 3D MIG. They don't got time to be explaining to you. They spot a newbie from a mile away. So you need to know, and you need to act like you know you've been in the game, okay? Even if you don't, just pretend, fake it till you make it, sis. Fake it till you make it. Okay, so now that we have all of that, now it's time to know questions that you need to ask your vendor. Now, these questions are not limited. You can literally ask your vendor whatever you want, but these are general questions that you need to know just so you can have an idea, you know, on what you're going to pay and things like that. All right, you need to have these questions, even if you copy and paste them, put them in your notes, so you could just, you know, copy and paste them and send them to different vendors. Sis, I got you. All right, so number one, you need to ask them, what is your MOQ? Now, each vendor has a different MOQ. I hope you know what MOQ is if you're starting a business, but if you don't, minimum order quantity is what MOQ means. So minimum order quantity is the least amount of products that you can get from that specific vendor. So each vendor is different, all right? Some vendors may have an MOQ of 50, some vendors may have an MOQ of 100, some vendors may have an MOQ of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. It all depends on what you're getting. So for example, lashes, the typical MOQ is 100 to 200. Yeah, you can find vendors with the 50 MOQ, 10 MOQ. If you're buying lashes from a vendor out of the country, I would stick with the 50 to 100 to, like, you know, up. But I wouldn't go down to 10 to 5 MOQ. If anything, you rather just find a vendor here in the United States where it's more safe. Do what you want, but basically I wouldn't go with a vendor that their MOQ is 10 if they're out of the country, because you're paying for 10 lashes, but you're remembering that shipping is about $20 to $30. So that's kind of like, start at least with 50 to 100. But again, it all depends on you, how much you're willing to spend, your target audience, and all that is something you need to already have set in your mind and have it down in your business plan. All right, so you need to know, you know, the vendor's MOQ. That's something you definitely need to ask every time you speak to a vendor. So number two, how much per item? So each vendor is different, okay? I get a lot of DMs saying, Ada, how much do you spend per lash and blah 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 blah. This is always my answer. I say each vendor is different. It all depends on your budget. That's literally the answer I say to everybody who asks me that, because I can't tell you my price or how much I spent because your budget may be different. All right, so let's just say maybe one vendor you speak to charges $1. Let's just say another vendor that you speak to charges $5 per lash. Let's say another vendor charges $10. So it all depends on your budget. So if you have $10 to spend per lash, and you know you can make profit out of it, and you know your target audience, and you know that people will buy it from you, and you're going to buy it for $10 and sell it for $50, and you know people are going to buy that lash for $50, by all means, go ahead and buy it. But personally, always remember your budget and keep your budget behind, keep your budget in the back of your head, because you don't want to overspend. So you always want to ask their MOQ and their price per item, okay? So the next thing you need to know is, what shipping carriers do they use? Now, this is a mistake that I made. I actually didn't ask because I didn't really know. So if you watch my previous episodes, you know that I paid to have my lashes come to me. Like, I paid extra money, but that's all because I didn't ask what shipping carrier they offered and things like that. So it's okay. This is continuously a learning, and I'm glad y'all comment down below like, Ada, you did not need to pay. So now I know, bitch. Now I know. But we're all learning, and if I make the mistake, I'm gonna make sure you don't make the mistake. All right, that's just me. So you ask them, what shipping carriers do they use? There's UPS, there's FedEx, there's DHL, and probably many others, but you want to ask them which one is which. The reason why I paid extra money, was because I went through a certain shipping carrier. So that was me. So you want to ask them what shipping carriers do they have, and you want to see which way would be cheaper for you, and like things like that. So that's another question you need to ask. Another question you need to ask is, how long is processing and shipping? Now, this is very important, because when it comes to reordering your inventory, you don't want to have your customers wait a whole bunch of time for their product, especially if you're offering custom jewelry and custom items. When it comes to lashes and things like that, it's kind of easier for you to order, because if you see you're running out, then okay. I've ordered from people that I had to wait a minute. Not that I'm complaining and stuff, but that's something that on their part they should have asked the vendor. I know with the coronavirus, this is always going to vary. once all of this is over, hopefully shipping will be back to normal. But you don't want to have your customers wait a long time, because I don't know about y'all, but I'll be like, especially when I order from Amazon, I'll be on it. I'm like, Amazon be on it. It be here in 2 days, but those 2 days for me felt like 2 months. Okay, so imagine if you have your customer waiting 2 to 3 to 4 weeks. It's not going to be a good feeling, because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to order from you again. So you want to ask the vendor, what is their processing and shipping time? Like I said, of course, the coronavirus, shipping time is crazy right now, and it's a lot of stuff are high in demand, so it's harder for them to, and a lot of stuff is getting stuck in customs, so it's harder for you to receive your stuff like this. But like, apart from the coronavirus and stuff, you still want to ask your vendor how long is shipping and processing, so it could kind of give you an idea as to when you need to order your inventory and things like that. Now, another question that you need to ask your vendor is, do they offer other products? Now, this is not only going to save you money on shipping, but this is also going to save you time on finding a different vendor. So I have 3 different vendors, and each vendor offers 2 things. Yeah, you may get your lashes from one vendor, but maybe they may offer the tweezers as well, maybe the glue too. So that's 3 things that one vendor offers. But also, you want to determine how much, like, if you could get it cheaper somewhere else, then, you know, get it cheaper. But if it's not very, like, much of a difference, then you could get it from the same vendor, and that's going to save you not only time, but like I said, money on shipping costs, because it's all going to come in one shipment. So that's very important to ask your vendor. So a lot of people ask me, Ada, how did you find your custom bag vendor? So I actually found my custom bag vendor. Like I said, I ordered my scissors first. Let me show you guys my scissors. So I actually ordered my scissors first, and then I did research, and I was like, I want some custom bags. Okay, I feel like that's going to be popping. I feel like it's something very different that not a lot of people do. And I wanted custom bags, so I had asked my vendor. I don't know what like came to me. I'm like, do you offer bags? Because I was basically talking to a lot of different vendors, and I'm just like, let me ask, you know, my vendor. And they're like, yeah, we do. And like, it was actually cheaper than who I was looking, you know, to buy from. So that kind of saved me money and time. And I had, you know, I'm like, that's lit. I already have a relationship with this vendor, so let me just get it from this vendor. So that's something that you definitely need to ask your vendor if they offer other products and other things. Ooh, excuse me. Ask your vendor if they offer other things for you to purchase, okay? Other things that you want to ask your vendor is, can you sample lashes? 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you yes. But for each vendor, you know, prices vary. You may get free samples and you have to pay for shipping. You may have to pay for the samples and pay for shipping. And sometimes they don't offer samples. So you want to ask, but like I said, 9 times out of 10, they will offer samples. It's up to you if you want to sample lashes, yes or no. But I definitely recommend sampling lashes, because lashes may look one way on camera and then they may look another way when you receive them. The quality might not be up to par. So you want to make sure to sample your lashes and sample your products. With some products, like my tweezers, I didn't sample my tweezers. I didn't sample my bags. I didn't sample, like, things like that. You don't need a sample unless you really want to. Business cards, you don't got to sample. But certain stuff, yeah, you do have to sample. Things that are going on your face and things like that, because you don't know that you need to make sure the quality is, you know, up to par. So something else that you need to know, I feel like this is number 9. I haven't been counting, to be honest, but you need to know that you need to stay up late, especially if you're communicating with vendors that do not live in the country. Here in the United States, you're going to stay up late. For example, China, we have a time difference, okay? So when it's 11 a.m. here, it's 11 p.m. there. So you need to kind of you kind of need to realize that the fact that when it's daytime here is nighttime there. So they're sleeping. My vendors specifically, they communicate with me whenever they can, all right? So sometimes in the daytime, they might be up. They'll text me like, hey, dear, you know how they be talking. So, hey, dear, like, is everything okay? And things like that. So you always want to pay attention to how often they text you. Is their communication up to par? Just because if something wrong were to happen and they go MIA, that's on you. You don't want that feeling. So always of course, have a vendor that communicates well with you, but you also want to have backup vendors, and that's very important. You want to have 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 backup vendors, just because if one of them closes down, you already, you on it. You like, that was my next one. I have a top 2, but if you could have a top 5, that's even better. So those are things that you need to really know things that you want to ask your vendor, things that you need to know, as in having your logo and things like that. Like I said, it's not limited only to this, but this is kind of a guide making it easier for you. I'm making your life easier. Ask for pictures. Don't be afraid to ask for pictures, videos, FaceTiming your vendor. Like, those are things, like, at the end of the day, you're paying them money. Like, it's your money, okay? So even if you have to be needy or whatever, like, trust me, I know my vendor was annoyed. I'm like, send me a picture of this and this together. Send me the picture upside down. I know y'all remember me showing y'all this in one of my videos. So this was actually a box they sent me. It was nowhere near my color, but this was just like a box they sent, and I had put a sticker here. So you want to sample their boxes. If they can send you with your lashes a box, like even 1 to 2 boxes, different styles, so you can know which one you want. All right, so this is actually, this was my actual box, and this is the box they sent me. Obviously this one is way better quality. This one's mine, and this one's just the regular one. I kind of got an idea with this box how I wanted my box to look like. So that's kind of like, you want to ask for samples not only of the lashes but the boxes. There's some things that you don't have to sample. Like, I didn't sample my tweezers or my scissors and things like that. Of course, if you want to, you definitely can. But some things you just take a risk. It's all about trial and error. Don't be afraid to spend your money, because at the end of the day, you're investing that money into your brand. Maybe it ends up being a scam or a flop, but at the end of the day, you know, it's trial and error, all right? You live and you learn. I always say this, scared money don't make no money. So just, it's trial and error, sis. That's just that, all right? People are really crazy nowadays. So you need to really take your time to really build a relationship with your vendor and build that trust. Because it's not hard finding a vendor, but it's hard to find a trusted vendor. People be out here scamming. Somebody may be like an imposter, acting like a vendor. Whole time they're just getting your money, and you're not going to be sent lashes. Now, I'm not saying that to scare you, but I'm saying it to kind of, you know, make you aware that people really be out here scamming. People be out here using other people's name to get money. Like, you need to really be aware and trust your intuition, your gut and your intuition never lies. If you feel like, no, it's a little shady, don't buy it. That's that. Don't buy the products from them. Just find a whole different vendor. There's thousands and millions of different vendors. So just take your time. Don't be just because, oh my gosh, she's launching, I gotta launch. No, take your time. You are on your own path and journey. Make sure that you're happy with your products. So how to get custom things, anything. So I'm gonna show you guys. These are, like I said, this is just a regular box. It didn't come with none of this, all right? This is literally the standard box, all right? This is my box. You can add your tags. I'm gonna show y'all my pickup bags, and I'm gonna show you customized things. These are my bags, okay? Another thing I'm gonna show y'all. These are my tweezers right here. They have the logo. So I feel like when it comes to customized things, I feel like it just gives your brand, you're more branded basically. So you want to customize your items. Now, how you customize your items is literally so easy. Where'd you get your custom bags? How'd you customize your lash boxes? Things like that are questions that shouldn't even come out your mouth, because if you really do your research and think, I'm not being rude, I'm just being honest. If you really think, you could do it, okay? So how I got my name on the lash boxes and how I got my name on the bags and things like that, just send them your logo, okay? Send them your logo in PDF form, PNG, whatever it is. However, even send them a picture. They could have like a designer like just edit your logo for you and put the logo right on whatever it is that you want to get customized. It's literally so easy. How you design your lash boxes. You could literally pick your fonts, whatever fonts you want. Basically, I use the same fonts that I have here on my logo or whatever. You can use Canva, you can use Fonto, and pick the fonts that you want. There's literally so many apps. I think PicMonkey, I never use those, but I see people using that. I personally myself use Canva and Fonto. You just type up what you want, send it to the vendor, and bada bing, bada boom, you got a custom box. Now, I feel like if you don't have money to get your boxes customized, then that's fine. But if you do have the money, definitely invest in customized boxes, just because it gives your brand like that little okay, like people will be like, oh, okay, she got her name on everything. I literally have my name on everything, even the damn scissors, all right, tweezers, all of that, have your name. It just gives your brand a little extra. Okay, now with like these boxes right here, these are cupcake boxes, but what I did was you just put your logo right there. Eventually I will invest in customized boxes and bags and everything, but even if whatever you purchase doesn't have your logo on it, boom, print a sticker out. I showed y'all in episode, I forget what episode, but I show you guys how to make your own logo stickers. I'm gonna link it right here and down below. So literally, branding is key. Like, you guys already know branding is key, okay? So don't ask me how to do it. My videos literally tell you step by step, and even if they don't, sis, do your research. I feel like with my brands, people gonna know. Like, I don't care if it's the mailers. I always say this, I don't care if it's the mailers, whatever it is, you're going to see AGLX collections on it, okay? Branding is key. You want to make sure people remember your brands. Now, what else? I forgot what the hell I was saying, to be honest with you. So I was talking about how to get customized things. I don't know where I was going with this. Okay, so customized things, type it up on Canva, type it up on Fonto. It's literally not that hard. You just need to type it up. You know, if you want to get inspiration from a design and create it and make it your own, definitely do that. But make sure to customize your, I mean, you don't have to. I'm not telling y'all what to do. But custom boxes, custom lashes, you can't customize lashes, I don't think. But I feel like you want to have a logo that people are going to remember. Like, okay, yeah, that's AGLX. And then, like, the colors. So when they see the logo, they're going to think of black. They're going to think whatever your color is. So when they see your logo, maybe your logo may be pink and blue. So when they see, you know, your brand, oh, pink and blue, okay, that remind me of, you know. So it's just like, branding is key. I feel like that's what the colors and your logo and custom items is what makes you pop. Okay, now we're going to get into how to find, I'm gonna show you guys, I don't know if I'm gonna do it on the phone or on my laptop, but I'm gonna show you guys how to find your vendor on Alibaba and also how to find your vendor on Instagram. Don't be sleep on Instagram. Everybody has an Instagram, and it's literally the best platform, not only for inspiration, but to do your research. There's so many accounts that like Boss Diva, I'm literally link accounts that I follow myself for like motivation and research and things. So Boss Diva, Beauty, I forget the names, but I'm gonna literally link them right here. I'm gonna put them on the screen. Those apps, like Instagram is literally free. It literally, you can utilize it to do so many things. When you think Instagram, oh, you think of like pictures and things like that, but Instagram is literally a tool that you can not only expand your brands, but also there's so many accounts that you can follow, not only for inspiration, but for research and knowledge, and just, it's a lot that Instagram, I can't believe Instagram till this day is free. Like, you could utilize Instagram not only to build a community and platform, but literally use Instagram to seek information. Yeah, Google is free, YouTube is free. Like, you doing your research right now, watching this video, you're literally doing your research, and round of applause, sis. But Instagram, YouTube, Google, all of that, like those platforms, I really can't believe all of this is free for us to really use. So there's really no need for you to ask anybody anything when you literally have those apps and websites on your phone in literally the palm of your hand. So I forget what I was going with this. Okay, so we're going to find vendors on Instagram. I'm going to show you guys, and also finding vendors on Alibaba. And go into Instagram. Then we're going to go ahead and look up, I'm going to show you guys the different hashtags that you guys can look up. So let's go ahead and start with mink lashes. So you can find different vendors. You can find different vendors on here. This is just mink lashes. A lot of the times you're just going to find people tagging mink lashes. But let's go ahead and just put mink lash vendor. So this is just really trial and error because, like I said, people tag themselves in these posts. So let's look at these people. So it says, this is called Mink Lashes _studio. So let's go look at their page. They have 2,366 followers. They have their WhatsApp right here in their description. They have here, I guess in their highlights, free boxes when you order, and these are the type of boxes they offer. Now it's up to you if you want to do, these look like paper boxes, but it's up to you if you want to you know, you could DM them, ask them for their prices, and so on and so forth. So yeah, you just kind of keep going. So that's a business. A lot of businesses, you know, tag see, it's a lot of, businesses, but at the same time, there's going to be a lot of different vendors. You just kind of look, and some of them have the same pictures and things like that. So that's where coming and asking them for their for pictures and stuff like that come into play. So they have 21K, and they offer, but I feel like also the amount of followers don't really match the views, I guess. Like one like, I feel like that really, to me, don't really, like, I look at all that stuff. So you just kind of keep looking. You want to look at different hashtags too. And you see a lot of the same pictures. Some of them offer stickers and things like that. So you kind of just gotta really look. Okay, that's real cute. I feel like I've seen that before. Yeah, you really gotta look. Like right here, you see they have another company on their thing. So a lot of the companies are actually they're trading companies. Okay, they're trading companies, and they're under the same manufacturers. So most of them sell the same lashes. So it just all depends. Like, you just gotta really look. Okay, so that's basically how you find vendors on Instagram. I'm not gonna say it's an easy process, but it's definitely, you have to keep looking. Like, they have good amount of views. You just keep looking. And they that even got nothing to do. So like, see here, they have lash boxes, real cute. They offer the same, see, like backlash or whatever. I'm pretty sure this is like a lash book. See, that's real cute. And yeah, it's a trial and error, guys. Trial and error. You're going to find a lash vendor, but I feel like Instagram is more, it's just a wide variety of different stuff. So you keep looking. You keep looking, y'all. So now here we're literally on Alibaba. Alibaba is amazing. Like, they literally have everything that you could really think of. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to beauty and personal care. Now let's go ahead and false eyelashes. Of course, you can look it up yourself. Like, they have glue, they have the labels, they have the little lash packs, they have, if you do eyelash extensions, find your vendor on there. So let's go ahead and see. Okay, let's look at these. Their MOQ, minimum order is 1 pair. I will stay away from people that have minimum order 1 pair. So we can go ahead and look at, I would go with, minimum order of 50, things like that, especially if you're out. Okay, see, 50 right here. So here it says minimum order 50 pairs, as you can see right here. Then they have 52 buyers. They do have reviews. So you just read the reviews. They seem to have good reviews, which is good. Sometimes companies don't have reviews. This is really all that is really to it, guys. It's not really hard. But again, you need to do the research. You need to do the work, because nobody's going to do it for you unless you do want to purchase, vendor list. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. But I'm just teaching you how to do it yourself. So minimum order right here, it says 10 pairs. 10 pairs for this order. I wouldn't go with 10 pairs, but you can if you want to. So right here, minimum order is 100 pairs. You always want to look if they have reviews and things like that, how long they've been on Alibaba, their transactions, on-time delivery, employees. They're a trading company. So they state right here that they're a trading company. So then you want to go, details. That's their catalog. And then you just contact them. For example, let's go ahead and send an inquiry. So, hi, I'm interested in your product. And then you just press send. And then it's submitted. Then they get back to you. You can always just do your own personalized one. But yeah, this is a trading company. And yeah, that's really all that's really to it, y'all. It's not that hard. You just find the vendor, take your time. Look, they even got hand sanitizer for y'all. They got hand sanitizer, minimum order 1,000. So the minimum. So that's really all that I have for you guys, okay? I showed you guys how to find a vendor. I talked about how to get custom items. I talked about what you need to know, things you need. Like, sis, you set. You are set. I hope nobody else has questions about vendors and none of that, because I literally answered them here, okay? Now, when it comes to pricing items, I'm definitely going to be doing a video on pricing items and launch date, and I'm so excited for everything that's to come. Thank you guys so much for like engaging with me. Thank you guys so much for resonating and connecting with me and supporting, and I love y'all, all 8,000 you guys, because we hit 8K. Goal is to hit 10K by the end of this month. We in May, okay? Remember I said that. Goal is to hit 10K by the end of this month. So can we do it? Can we do it? Comment down below if you think I could do it, okay? So that's really the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. If there's anything that you need me to make a video about, or that you want to know, any questions, any answers, DM me, comment down below. Like I said, I always say this, I'm not gonna reply to literally everybody, just because questions are now getting repetitive and kind of annoying when in my videos I kind of go into detail as to what you need. Don't DM me saying, oh, do you have advice? All of this is advice. All of this are tips and things that I'm applying to my business and things like that. So yeah, if you watch my videos, sis, I go into detail. I'm dropping gems. That's why I feel like you guys fuck with me, because I'm raw, I'm authentic, and I don't have problems helping you guys. But you need to listen, you need to pay attention, you need to take notes, because I'm busy now. Like, I got things to do. I'm a whole mom, so I need for you guys to be taking notes and things like that. Obviously, any advice that I give you is because I've done it too, and I'm applying it to my brand, AJ Collections. So just pay attention and do your research before you like ask me, because remember that I have things going on too. So do your research before you ask anybody anything. Some people may not be nice like me and reply and take the time out of the day. So just do your research. Don't rely on somebody's, you know, answer to determine if you should do it or not. Or just do your research, sis. You got this. You're not alone. We in this together. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Click on the bell so you can be notified every single time I post. Follow my personal page at Ada Ozuna. Follow my business page at AJ Collections. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Ada out.